Woo! What's up, Epic 7? Home, home, home. What's up, Slothapalooza? Welcome, welcome, buddy. It's nice to be sitting down. Oh my God, so good to be sitting down. Hello, Juicy Gaming. Luca, good to see you. What are we doing today? Same thing we do every day. Thanks for the welcome homes. How's it going? I took the contact on my box and it came out in 2 pieces, so I got no contact in my left eye, so everything's going on me. So if I slow to read chat or squint, my contacts, which were supposed to be here today and haven't been delivered yet, are on their way. What's up, Anyo? Man, I wish we could have gotten you to Anime Expo. We had so much fun together. It was a riot. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do a lot. Ow! What's that, Space Seal? Hey, congrats! Wow! Wow! Speed effectiveness? Speed effective speed? With ER defense? Brother. That's a very nice piece. Congrats. That's an account shifting piece. Do we care about any of this? We kind of care about her a little bit. This is a bit of a pain in the ass. Can't strays into this. What is my other option here? I can't Vildred into this. Arby's a little dodgy. Shit. Stien. Ours hourly felt packed like sardines, yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a little dodgy, but we can maybe make it work. All right, how are we on turn order? Everything is in our favor. We don't need to burn this. Let's just stuff it into you. Welcome back to RTA is ugly. Where's my salami? Salami would have been good here. You're right, that would have been a really good pick. That's okay. Push you up. You have enough soul burns to burn this. How did Sue hold up? His feet are worse off than mine, but I think we both weathered the storm quite well. Okay, now we push you up. We both got hosed on the flight back, but we made it home. Incoming! This has got to kill. This has got to kill. Let's go. Hey, did I see the balance patch yet? Yeah. I definitely saw it. You guys want to talk about the balance patch? Can you, how Epic Run works? Epic Run, what are you talking about? Not much to talk about. Well, let's go check out that balance patch. I know this is late. I know you guys have had time to look at this and digest it, but let's go take a peep at the balance patch and give our thoughts and impressions on that bit of awesomeness. So let's see. It's here and patch maintenance. Maybe I should refresh this because this has been open for days. Band players, growth diary, balance adjustment preview. It says edited. Maybe something's changed. The epic dash where Ob runs. We can do that in a little bit. Alrighty. Let's see. It's gonna be a little short one today. I've got a ton of editing and everything to go through, so we're just gonna speed through this real quick here. So the following balance adjustments are scheduled for July 16th. None of these will be in place for RTA season, so don't start moving your gear around yet. Faithless Litica. That's about time Faithless Litica got some love. I think Sue said it best. Every world where Faithless Litica is meta is a world he hates living in. This is great news for cleavers. Little Queen Charlotte, one of my personal favorites to use into free rins, getting a buff. Dark Corvus, Janua is actually good. Janua is one of those units that everybody says is good. Everybody freaks out when you don't put them in S or A tier, you put them in B tier. But then you ask them when was the last time they used them, and they're like, I don't know, 2024. So it's nice that Janua is getting a little love. Aki is a little bit of a surprise. I'm not sure Aki really needed the buff. Blooming Litica, definitely. Both Liticas, guys. We have a double Litica balance patch. And Schneel, because Schneel is legitimately a terrible unit, except for the one trick he does. Inferno Kawazu, a little bit of a surprise to me, but we haven't seen much of the captain of the cookout, so let's see what they do for Kawazu. And Seductive Flower, which is Blooming Litica's banner. So lets you know, or Blooming Litica's artifact. This lets you know that a limited custom group summon is right around the corner, guys. And Elysiac Candle, Knockwall's artifact, right? All right, let's talk about it. What did they do for Faithless Litica, and did they fix her problems? Faithless Litica's big problems were that you couldn't run her on anything other than Guiding Light, because if you did, she would get targeted and would get killed. And even when you ran her on Guiding Light, she didn't have the stats to do the things she needed to do because she needed the speed, and by the time you stack the speed on her slow ass, she didn't have anything left for any of her other things. So let's see. We are getting rid of the blind on Thorn, and we're replacing it with a defense break. So this is a little bit more modern, that her S1 is defense breaking now instead of blinding. It'll give her good synergy with Afternoon Soak Flan. And to be honest with you, the blind is kind of nice, but a single target blind, it ain't all that. But a single target defense break can set you up for murdering. This is a very good change for her. Larkspur, so attacks all enemies with a sword. 100% chance to dispel and critical hit, and a critical hit will dispel one additional, and combat race goes up by 20. They're changing it to 100% chance to dispel 2 buffs and inflict laceration. So they're getting rid of the conditionality where you have to crit to get the second to dispel, and just letting her automatically dispel 2 buffs with this, which means it's going to be harder to buff stack. And Laceration, which is Ruiz's damage boosting skill. It's kind of like just an additional damage proc. Extra turn to be granted to the caster. Oh, this is really nice, right? Before it was a 25% CR push, which sucked in Guild Wars. At most you could get is a 75% CR push, so you weren't guaranteed to lap around. This will make her much more usable in Guild Wars by having it be an extra turn. It'll also make her immune to units like Fire Politis and Abyssal Euphine, who are very big hard counters. So it's not just a GVG buff, guys. This is really good anti-sinner, or not anti-sinner. It's a really good counter to people just saying, oh, well, I'll just drop Politis, and now you can't even S2 because you'll never get that extra turn. This is legitimately really good for her. And then Hysteria, critical hit, grant skill nullifier to all allies. They're changing it to grant skill nullifier to all allies, period, end of story, and grant stealth to the caster for 3 turns. So after you S3, you get a 3-turn stealth. It's nice. They're trying. It doesn't grant stealth at the start of the turn, though, so you still kind of need Guiding Light to go into the... This is set up for an exclusive equipment, guys. This is a setup for exclusive equipment. They're going to give her an EE that grants her stealth at the start of the turn. Bet. They'll give her a 10 speed EE because nothing here addresses the fact that she needs stealth at the start, and nothing addresses the fact that she is too slow to be an opener. They give her a speed EE, now she's ML Luna fast, right? Not Giga opener fast, but fast enough where you could build her in the 300 speed range. Fast enough where you could take some turns, and if she doesn't take that first turn, like they drop Zeo, because that was always the problem, right? You take this unit, they take Zeo S3s her, and now all she could do is blind something, or in this case, defense break something, and she's dead. She's a useless unit. But if they give her stealth, then you could avoid Ludwig, and you could run fast, and she reapplies stealth. Yeah, Cookie was right. Cookie mentioned this to me, that this was the most obvious exclusive equipment setup ever. She is 1 billion% getting a speed EE that's going to grant stealth at the start of the turn. Just wait for it. They're reducing her cooldown, and they're reducing the amount of souls it takes to ignore ER. Okay, right now, she still has her two main problems. She's too slow, and she just dies because she can get silenced, so you got to run her on a Guiding Light to be able to even get her to take a turn, and there's just better units at that point in time to use. But if she does get her exclusive equipment, this is exactly what she needs, and she is going to be a terrorist in fighting again, so I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, it's gotta be, right? It's just gotta be. It's just gotta be. Everyone will act surprised when she gets the EE. Yeah, for real, right? For real. Little Queen Charlotte. They're taking nothing away and only giving green text. A successful attack will always result in a critical hit. She's getting getting the Lone Crescent Bologna treatment, which is good. She was not the easiest unit to build. She took a little bit of everything to really make a super, super good one. And this lets you dump all of her crit chance. She's Hua Young now. She's Bologna now. She will always crit. And it looks like that's the extent of it. They've just added that verbiage to all of her kits. She will always crit. They're increasing her base damage. They're changing her from a crit imprint to an attack imprint, which increases her base damage. They're letting you get rid of crit chance and put all those stats into attack and crit damage, which increases her base damage. And when you soul burn, you ignore evasion. Well, you don't ignore evasion. Remember, you can stack evasion, like a 100% evasion RNL being run with Setska will still have some evasion because it will overcap the evasion. So you can still theoretically dodge even with a increases hit chance. It doesn't say 100% chance to hit. It increases hit chance by 100. So you can't overcap. We're entering into a world of evasion stacking, guys. Wait for it. Soon as an evasion set shows up, it's going to happen. But in the meantime, wow. I think this is really freaking good. I already used Little Queen Charlotte to cleave, and now I'm definitely going to use her to cleave. All of her damage goes up. Her pop damage is still going to happen. She penetrates defense. She ignores evasion. She's going to be a unit that can act. Man, poor freaking Bossarunka. Smilegate really hates that unit. This is insane. I think everybody told me that Little Queen Charlotte was going to be good, and they really undersold it or are really underestimating her. I think Little Queen Charlotte is going to be wildly good. The only thing we've got on Little Queen Charlotte, she's got no way to self-attack buff before she does her thing, so I still think you're going to want to run her on Strike of Aspiration or Benimaru's Tachi, but those are limited artifacts. You don't have those. You'll definitely want Thorn for the situations where you'll need the souls, but she rarely is the first unit to go. She's usually a little slower, and it's pretty easy to build up 10 souls on the way to her taking a turn, so you might be able to pull it off without Strike on her. I mean, without a Thorn on her. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. You're going to see Little Queen Charlotte everywhere. And the nice thing about LQC is she is a renaissance unit. She is usable by cleavers. She's usable by aggro players. She works in tank down in turn 2. She can be woven into just about any draft. This is a S tier improvement for her. And it's so simple. Just let her crit, give her more damage, and then give her more damage, and then let her go through things that mitigate damage. I love it. I love everything about this. Pair her with Salome? Shit, yeah, pair her with Salome. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, pair her with Salome. Let's go. Yeah, I think... I can't believe people aren't losing their minds over this. I think this changes. I think she's going to be breaking the fourth wall all over RTA and Guild War. Speaking of Guild War, Dark Corvus. Immune to debuffs was... okay, so they're fixing them, right? This was always a thing. And then we started to get fear. And then we start, you know, all of the things that would... stop Dark Corvus from being able to take a turn. So this actually lets you... okay, hear me out. There's a world now where you can get rid of effect resistance and immunity from Dark Corvus, because you're immune from everything that keeps him from pressing a button except for silence. And if you put him on Sweet Miracle, you'll be able to like just run, you know, focus on everything else. Yeah, silence, provokes, steal, sure. But if you put him on Sweet Miracle, you can deal with all that stuff unless it's stacked. I'm just saying, there's a world where you could do that instead of focusing on ER as well. After suffering a critical chance, has a 100% chance to decrease cooldowns. Wasn't that what it was before? Oh, okay. Wait a minute. 100% chance their skill cooldown increasing by 1 or 2 turns in case of a critical. After suffering a critical hit. Am I missing something? Did we just move this from the end of the sentence to the beginning of the sentence and called it a buff? I guess making it a little easier to understand, cleaning it up. Okay. No effective change there. When the target is a hero, ignores damage sharing because they realize they kind of made a mistake with Estelle and Lady of the Scales, and they're looking for ways to correct that. So that's very nice. When a soul burn is not used, increases damage dealt, which is good. When he soul burns, he erases things, but when he doesn't soul burn, you might as well not press the S3. When the soul burn is not used, exactly. Dude, he is already doing like 30 to 35k damage with a soul burn. That didn't need to be increased. What needed to be increased was when you are fighting Bellions and you try to use his S3 and it doesn't do jack or shit. So yeah, this is what damage needed to be increased. His regular S3 needed to be increased. So like for example, if he did 30k on a soul burn and 10k on a not soul burn, now he'll still do 30 on the soul burn, but he'll probably do like 15 or 20. This will help being able to use him into units like Bellion, into units like what's her name, Arya, things that steal souls. It'll let you sit there and go, yeah, you know what, maybe I'm not busting the main tank, but I can actually take a unit out, because before you never even soul burn, you never used his S3 at all unless you had a soul burn. All you did is like, okay, I guess I'll just S1 and look to provoke something and go around the horn until I get souls back again. So this is a good change. I can see why people were confused by this. They made it sound like they were trying to tell you not to soul burn. They're telling you like soul burn bad now. You only want to soul burn because that's where the damage is. No. Soul burning is still going to be the way to use him. It's just when you don't have the souls available, you can regular attacks. Yeah, soul burn will still do significantly more damage than non-soul burn. They're just making non-soul burn not feel so god-awful, because if you ever had to S3 with a Dark Corvus without a soul burn, it feels pretty fucking bad, doesn't it? Now, we don't know how much, right? Anytime they say increased damage dealt, it's always some wild esoteric number that we don't really know until we see it. If we go from doing 10k damage to doing 11k damage, then who gives an F? But if we go from doing 10k damage to doing 18k damage, then suddenly you might, in situations, be like, okay, you know what? I don't have the souls, but I'm still ripping the S3 because I will still kill something. So I think this is a good change. He did not need his soul burn damage increase. Nobody survives an S3, not when you ignore damage sharing. Nobody survives a soul burn S3 Dark Corvus that's not named Nodos in his domain. All right, guys. But yeah, this is interesting right here. You're going to have to decide, are you going to keep him on Thorn of a Blue Rose so you've got your Soul Burn ready to go? Or are you going to drop ER and immunity and put him on a Sweet Miracle and trust on other people to generate his souls? Going to have to see. Okay, we have got Janua. Increase the attack. Okay, so the increase the attack goes away, and then we're increasing. Did we again? Oh, wait. Attacks the image forward and increases attack after. Is this an order of operations change, or is this just to spell it out? Did he attack buff before? I think this is just a wording change. At first, I thought, okay, he attacked and then he attacked buff, and they're changing it to he attack buffs and then attacks. I think this is the way it always was. Yeah, this is the way it always was. But they're wording it to make a little more sense, because this might have been confused. So this is another situation where there's no functional change to the skill. Yeah, there's no functional change to the skill. They're just making it make sense. Order of buff change? I don't think so. It's a buff. There's no way that Janua didn't attack buff before he attacked. Let's go test it. Let's go test it right now. Holy shit, it's a buff. It's a buff, guys. Wow. Okay, yeah. Because how ass is it that you attack buff after you attack? And then things strip you? Okay, good change. Not sure it makes that much of a difference, right? That Ran would have died with the attack buff? You're probably right. I would rather be lucky than good any day, guys. Would rather be lucky than good any day. Okay. So there you go. So it's not just a wording change. They're actually correcting it so that he attack buffs and then he attacks. The comma lets you know this happens first and then this happens second, which is nice. And you know, when you soul burn, it's a greater attack buff, I hear, so that's nice. Bite. A critical hit will inflict additional damage, and they're taking away the critical hit condition to inflict additional damage. Attacks the enemy with the sword, deals additional damage proportionally attack to all enemies except for the target. I wonder, will this additional damage still proc on a miss? Because a miss is technically not a crit, but it doesn't say that it procs on a miss. But anyway, this might be in preparation to allow him to still proc the additional damage on a miss. We'll have to see. When the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction, because we really freaking hate Ruel out here, don't we, guys? Okay. Now he's got some Guild War uses, and he'll be decent into Ruel. recovers health proportionally. Attack of the caster is okay. So we're no longer healing based on our attack. We're healing based on our damage, which means if you hit a defense broken unit, you're going to do a lot more healing. It's going to basically work like a traditional lifesteal set and heal based on damage, not heal based off stats. So you can stack crit damage on them over crit chance, critical hits going away when the enemy is defeated, inflicts extinction. We already read that. I think we might see some Guild War use out of Janua now into resurrection comps. You're dealing with like a team where you got to like murder a Genesis Ross who's on Holy Sack, and you got School Nurse Yulha there causing problems. Janua could be used there. I'm not sure if this is enough to really bring Janua into RTA. Everything about this is better. The extinction is more important. The healing is a nice little perk, but isn't really going to change its use. The attack buff happening before S1s is a nice little perk, but it's not going to change its use. This is the only thing that's going to change him. It's just another extinction unit. Janua EE incoming, you know, it could be. This could be set up for a Janua EE, because this alone, I don't think changes his use case outside of Guild War. But in Guild War, this will be nice. Okay, Aki, because Aki definitely needed stuff. Damage, base damage dealt decreased to detonation damage dealt. Okay, so detonations are going to increase. Detonation already takes the damage that the burn does and increases it by 50%. So if there's a 2-turn burn, right? So you have a 2-turn burn and it naturally was going to do 1,000 damage on each proc. If you detonate it, it'll do both of those 1,000 damages and then 50% increase. So it's going to detonate for 5,000 damage total. So detonation's pretty freaking huge. And they're going to make his detonation even harder. So Aki is going to hit harder. And people are going to say, why are we buffing Aki? Did Buffy really need an Ak? Did Aki really need a buff? Yeah, he kind of did. He kind of did. As good as he is in his situation, sometimes he just didn't quite kill. And when you are on a timer, you got to soul burn and kill things. He needs to actually do his job. So I think this is okay. I think he actually did need a slight damage increase. And that's what they're giving him, is a slight damage increase. They're reducing his base damage, and nobody cared, because his pop damage, his detonation damage is where it was at. They're also reducing his skill cooldown on S3, and they're increasing the detonation damage there. And you're going to get less souls, which makes sense because you're going to be able to use the skill more often. That's balanced, actually. This is fine. I don't think it's going to change the use cases for Aki, but it's going to make Aki easier to build. It's going to make him a more functional unit for people that want to go really, really fast, and they got to sacrifice a little bit of attack. People are like, my Aki's killing fine as is. Well, that means you can lower the attack on your Aki so your burns do less damage, because your damage burns are going to do more damage from this, and you can take that attack you pulled out of him and make your Aki even faster. So even for you who have never had a problem killing with Aki, it's a buff, because it means you can stuff those extra attack that you don't need for this into other stats and make him better. So yeah, this is a good overall change for Aki. I don't think it's going to change the use case for people who normally would reach for Aki. What it's going to change is with people that want to use Aki and aren't quite able to build him. It's going to lower the threshold on the attack to do the things Aki needs to do, which is going to let you focus on his other stat, speed. He's got one other stat, speed. Blooming Lidica. We've just reduced the cooldown on Thorn Vines by 2 and given her a little more damage. Okay. Does anybody use this unit outside of with Harsetti? Because I don't know anybody uses this unit other than people that run Harsetti. I do on Arena, yeah, with Harsetti though, right? And put her on Prophetic Candlestick and spam away, right? Spam away. Every balance patch has a pull my finger buff, right? I really thought Blooming Lidica was going to get something sincere to like make way to sell us a custom group summon, right? maybe I'm not seeing the power and the beauty of this simple change, but I think this does nothing. But I guess we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Schneel! Okay, Schneel. They're getting rid of the dispels one additional buff from an ally when he attacks. Attacks all enemies, increases combat rate of the caster and the ally with the highest attacks. Okay, so we're no longer dispelling the buff. And we're no longer soul burn dispelling. And we're giving him Mediator Coeric's S1. So Mediator Coeric S1. CR boosts the ally with the highest attack. Okay. And more combat readiness. This is dirty, guys. Making this the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making this the 6th Molagora spot. That means he went from being a no Molagora needed unit to you need a lot of Molagora unit. Those of you who are out of Molagora and want to use Schneel, this might be a fully decked out selector ticket option for you because suddenly he's going to take a lot of Molagora to build and you probably don't have any Mola in him right now. Okay, at the start of the turn, we're getting rid of his tankiness, and at the start turn dispels one debuff each from 2 allies. One debuff each for 2 allies. Okay, so you got 4 units on your team. All of those units are wearing a debuff. 2 of those units randomly are going to get cleansed. If you've got 4 units on your team and all of them are wearing 2 debuffs, 2 of those units are randomly going to lose one of those 2 debuffs. So they gave him greater prophetic or greater wondrous potion vial. After an enemy uses a skill, for the poison, okay, they're giving him Empyrean Ilanov's buff. This is really nice, guys. After an enemy uses a skill, when an ally is inflicted with poison or venom, dispels all debuffs, cleanse. Wait. Okay, so yeah, when he procs, right? Before, when he procced, it just cleansed everything, and that was nice. But now, you're getting additionally punished by not just getting immunity, but also getting Indomitable. Your whole team just got really fucking tanky. So, if you are fighting a Schneel, make damn sure you do not poison or venom them, or you're going to be fighting some tanky bastards. Really, really good. What else are we doing here? You may walk yourself out. Okay, we're getting rid of the 4,000 pop damage and the increasing it up to 12,000, and we're replacing it by a barrier proportional to his max health to all allies for 2 turns. Deals 5,000 additional damage regardless of whether the attack hits. That's nice. Anytime you see additional damage that ignores evasion, that's really nice. When the caster is granted Indomitable, greatly increases the additional damage. I wonder what greatly increases means. Do you think they're going to take it up to 12k? Do you think they'll take it up to 12k, or do you think it's going to go maybe up to 8, 10, or 12? We'll have to see. Again, anytime you see the esoteric increases damage dealt, until we see what it is, we don't know for sure. Usually when it's damage on a skill, it's just a few percentages, right? You can always kind of tell it's just a few percentages, but when it's additional damage, when it's detonations on burns, we don't really know. There's just not enough of these changes to historically know how much of an increase greatly increased is. You're going with the definition of greater attack buff. That greater attack buff is a 70% or 75% increase to attack. So we would go from 5,000 times 1.75 up to 87. I hope you're wrong, because that's not that impressive. I hope greatly increases at least doubled. I hope it's at least 10,000. I think if it's less than 10,000, then this is a nerf, because he would stack this pretty freaking fast. And a cooldown happens faster. You gain less souls, which makes sense. And if you soul burn, you increase the barrier strength. So it's going to be a piddly little barrier, but it's going to get stronger when you burn. Probably very Fallen Cecilia-like is his normal barrier. And we go from a 3, 4, 5, so a 5 skill up skill to a 6 skill up skill. So yeah, he suddenly became a very goddamn 10, 20, 30, 40% barrier, 40% barrier strength right in the skill. It's gonna be a fat barrier. Yeah, he literally went into a I think I figured out who I'm gonna use my fully decked selector on. No cap, guys, no cap. Here's the thing about Schneel, right? This doesn't change where you're going to use Schneel. You'll still reach for him in the same places, but it's going to make him far more efficient when he is picked. Nothing sucks worse than having a silver bullet that doesn't kill the werewolf. And the problem with Schneel is, yeah, you pick Schneel, they pick Death Dealer Ray. Now they have a Death Dealer Ray that can't push buttons, but you also have Schneel, which means you don't get to do shit either. They just checkmated each other, and you didn't really feel like you had anything you could do. But giving the team the barriers, being able to CR push your allies with the S1, suddenly Schneel is a real unit outside of his passive. It used to be just his passive was the only thing that mattered, and now he is a good unit. So this is really good. Yeah, again, I still don't think you're going to use him in any place you weren't using him before, but now he is going to do his job so much better. Poor Ilanov. Okay, Inferno Kawazu. We're getting rid of his extra turn on his S1, so you can no longer soul burn to stack burns with his artifact. And when an attack damage suffered by attack, we're giving him a cockroach passive, just like Spirit Eye Celine, which is fine because he was a little bit hard to kill, or easy to kill, I mean. We're getting rid of a 25% and giving a 30% combat race so you can build him slower and he'll take his turn. And we're changing his soul burn here to reducing skill cooldowns S3. Okay, so they've removed Inferno Kawazu from the game. They've completely nerfed his kit and now he's literally unplayable. GG, Smilegate, GG. Here's why. He would place 2 burns, ignoring ER with Vigor, and then detonate them. We're not increasing his detonation damage like his, we're not increasing his detonation damage, right? Unless, okay, so he'll get the souls to be able to soul burn to reduce his cooldown, who cares? They're giving him damage limit. They're trying to turn him into a bruiser. They're giving him damage limit. He wasn't a bruiser. He was there to surgically remove 1 tanky unit. You get to drop bulk for attack and speed. We're not increasing his detonation. It's only 2 burns. You build him with 5,000 attack. You build him with 5,000 attack. Where's my damn calculator? 5,000 attack. Twice. Oops. So we got 10,000 attack. Burns do 60% of your attack as damage. So we now do 6,000 damage for the burns. They're 2 turns. So now we do 12,000 damage because there's 2. And it's detonation, so we increase it by 50%. So we do 18k damage. He's only killing squishies, guys. I can't believe it, but we live in a world where 18k, and this is 5,000 attack on your Kawazu. If you can't build your Kawazu significantly higher than 5k, you're not really going to be able to do that much damage to him. So hopefully because you can build him slower, you're going to be running the attack up. He really needed the Aki system where he increases his damage dealt, or increases the burn detonation damage. Because the way you would build him before is you would soul burn the S1, stick a burn on there, then S3. Now you got 3 burns, and now you go from 18k damage to 27k damage, and he actually can kill something. Doesn't his EE let you just... No, because they moved the soul burn off of his S1. He no longer gets the extra turn on the S1. He just gets this. What if he has Gab? 5,000 times 1.7 plus 8,500 times 2 times 0.6. So he does 20,400 damage if he has Gab. You might kill, like, anything that doesn't have... But yeah, you run Tachi on him for the attack buff, which would be less than this. I'm just saying, guys, I think this is a hard nerf for him. The way he was always played was you soul burn the S1, stick a burn, then you drop the S3, and you detonate 3 burns on him. I'm not a fan. I don't think he is going to be usable at all. I think this hard nerfs him, and he is not going to be a playable unit. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe, I mean, you'll still be able to use him to take out damage limiters, right? You'll still be able to use him to take out Spirit Isolines. Maybe. Spirit Isoline's probably going to just soul burn S1 into him and then S1 into him again, and then he's dead because, you know what? Damage limit. Hit him twice and he's Gandhi. Because he only gets this push when it's an AoE attack. But what if, Bear, if you have to use the word if more than twice in a sentence, it's not a viable RTA unit. Good luck building the conditions. I'm sorry, guys. I don't see it. I mean, somebody out there prove me wrong. I love using Inferno Kawazu. I love screaming, welcome to the cookout as we kick him in the face. I just think this is a bad change that makes him objectively worse than he was before. I see what they're trying to do, but they didn't address the fact that 2 burns being detonated doesn't kill much of anything. Oh, I forgot to add the vigor. Okay, so add 30% more to it. So now he's doing
30% to your damage. Vigor.
26k damage with greater attack buff and vigor. He has now successfully killed some of the really, really shitty boss Arunkas, as long as there's no damage mitigation or barrier. For a tank busting unit, that's not much for tank busting. And you better have soul burned him, otherwise you got a long time to wait before you can do anything appreciable, because all you're doing is single target burns after that. Can you guarantee Gab every time? No, you can't guarantee Gab any of the time. Most people just run him with attack buff. EE adds 1 extra burn though. Oh, okay. So you're like you're not using this EE. You're going for the burn EE. Oh shit. Okay, with this EE in place of the immunity one, okay, we could do 3 burns. So let's see, what do we got there? So we're gonna have a 5,000 attack Inferno Kawazu, which, mind you, is more attack than my Inferno Kawazu has, but we will be able to build him slower now that he doesn't need the push nearly as much. So we're going to assume 5,000. 5,000. If you build him with effectiveness, or you're going into somebody that doesn't have any ER, you could maybe get an additional burn from this one. But remember, guys, when this skill says ignores ER, that is from the skill only. He does not ignore ER from any debuffs coming off of the artifact. Okay, so let's do the math. 5,000 attack with an attack buff is 7,500 attack. Times 0.6 is the damage from the burn. Times 3 burns is 13,000. Doubled because they're 2 turns, so we're doing 27,000 damage. Times 1.3. Oh wait, sorry. Got starver. Sorry. 5,000 times 1.8. Yeah, 1.8, because we get 30% from vigor and we get 50% from the attack buff. Times 0.6, times 3 burns, doubled. Okay, with that EE, we're actually killing some shit. You know what? Yeah. If you have got Strike of Aspiration, or you have got Benimar's Tachi, and you can get them to 5k attack, you'll actually be able to one-shot tanky units if you've got the number 3 EE. Shittier Aki. He is indeed a shittier Aki. Still don't like it, guys. I mean, I still think the requirements are way too fucking high, and they lean heavily on having a limited artifact. Because otherwise, you got to find a way to get an attack buff on him. And a limited artifact, this or Strike of Aspiration, which I don't own. He's a 4-star though, so's BBK, so's Moon Bunny, so's Green Sid. Don't give me this just because he's a 4-star, he can't be freaking good. Okay, guys. I guess if you build him right and set the situation up right, Christie's 3-star, and have the right limited artifacts with them, I still think there's 1,000 other units you would pick in place, but you could maybe find a spot for them. Very weird change. I'm not thrilled for Kawazu. I think they took him from being a situationally usable unit to being a situationally usable unit. Let's be real. What did this change? What did this change? Before, he could do 3 burns, kick and detonate them. Before, he could get the vigor and attack and do 30 some odd K damage. The only thing they changed is a cockroach passive to make him a little bit harder to one-shot before he can take a turn. That's it. Other than that, he still does the exact same job in pretty much the exact same way. This right here is the only real change to his account, because this reduced his damage and this gave you the ability to build your stats up enough that he could get that damage back. This change addressed being able to get the damage back by being able to shift EEs. Sorry, this change allowed you to get rid of this so that you could go with the burn artifact to get the damage back that was taken away from this. It's the biggest case of musical chairs I've ever seen. The only difference, this is the only thing that's different in his account. For those of you who have dreamt up a bruiser comp, a turn 2 comp, where you're going to run a cockroach passived Inferno Kawazu and take things out with lots of S1s, and you're going to soul burn this to try to cycle him around, I think they're trying to change his role a little bit, and I'm not really sure it's going to stick, but we'll see. Maybe some chefs out there will cook with Kawazu in a way I can't think of right now. Artifacts. So Lydica's artifact is going to do slightly more CR pushback and is going to proc a little bit more often. The proc a little bit more often is actually better than the slight pushback. I don't care. Can only be activated every 2 turns. They're just bringing her artifact in line with her cooldowns, guys. It's just to make her artifact make more sense on her, to have more synergy with her kit. You're still only using this artifact on her, and that's pretty much fucking it. Elysiac Candle now has a significantly higher chance to defense break. That becomes 75% on a weakening set, guys. 75% on weakening set. 75% AoE defense break. I'll tell you what, because 65%, Maybe you don't go weakening set, but 75%? Maybe you go weakening set on this, right? Maybe. I don't know. I'm still not sure anybody's going to use this. Even at 75, it's very RNG, and it forces you to put people on that god-awful, useless weakening set. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we're coping pretty hard if we think this change plus weakening set is going to make anybody give a shit about this. But maybe. Who knows? That's it. That was the balance patch. I give this balance patch on a 1 to 10 scale. I give it a exclusive equipment out of 10 because this unit I think is busted. I think people are really underselling how insane Little Queen Charlotte's going to be and how up in your grill she's going to be in Guild Wars Arena and RTA. I think LQC's changes are exactly what she needs, and that is a 10 out of 10 on her patches. I think Faithless Lytica still has the same problem she had before. She's not stealthed at the start, and she's not fast enough to take that first turn, and she'll just get killed before she does her things. There's nothing to protect it. So she gets an EE, and suddenly she's busted. Until she gets an EE, those changes are nice. They aren't going to really change much of anything. Dark Corvus, he's just getting corrected to the way he should be. It'll be interesting to see if people run him without ER and immunity anymore and just use Sweet Miracle to stay alive. Janua is going to be good into revive meta, just another tool for revive meta, but outside of that, didn't really change much. Aki, I think, is a solid change, a little bit more damage, but it's not really going to change his use case. You're still going to draft Aki in places you drafted him before, but people didn't quite have the gear to draft a functional Aki, are now going to be able to have a functional Aki. Blooming Lytica, I have no fucking idea what they're thinking with Blooming Lytica. I guess Harsetti players out there rejoice, but And Schneel is insane now. Schneel went from being I can't push buttons, I guess, until I kill Schneel, to a legitimate nuisance character who's going to be way more of a problem for you. You're going to have to kill Schneel quickly. It's no longer about pushing buttons. It's about him actually being a functional unit. I think everybody should be building Schneel now, just to have in their back pocket. And Inferno Kawazu is still the exact same unit he was before, with a slightly different turn order and a potential for turn 2 players. Artifact better with Lytica, who cares? Elysiac Candle better with Weakening set, who cares? Yeah, so we have one good change, and then a couple of changes that could be exclusive equipment. He's already got them. A couple of changes that could be exclusive equipment related. Kind of a sleeper, right? The only thing I'm really excited about using here is Little Queen Charlotte. Nobody else am I excited about using. What's different about Schneel? His S1 now has Inferno Kawazu's passive built into, or for Kawazu. His S1 now has Mediator Querix passive built into it, so that while he is pressing S1s, he's CR advancing your highest attack unit. And when he does proc, if you say screw it, we got to go ahead and proc him, there's no way around it, now the entire team gets Indomitable and his damage ramps through the roof. Also, if you run him with an Indomitable spammer like Empyrean Ilanov, suddenly he's able to drop, they reduced his pop damage, right? It was 4k and then it stacked up 1,000 per round until it got all the way up to 12k. They reduced that to just a raw 5k, but as long as Indomitable is up, it greatly increases the additional damage. Well, that means, you're like, well, yeah, but what if they don't do the condition to activate Indomitable? Well, what if you just use your Empyrean Ilanov with him? He is Empyrean Ilanov's best friend now, because when Empyrean Ilanov gives Indomitable to everybody, Schneel's just out here dropping fucking bombs on people. He is suddenly a giga DPS. 12k AoE, 48k damage to the enemy team when he we're assuming, right? It just says greatly increased. We don't know if it will be 12k. We don't know. And also they're jacking his barrier up proportional to the health as well. So yeah, he's really, really, really good. And he's Empyrean's best friend. That's already making you tanky. But outside of Schneel and Little Queen Charlotte, everything else on this patch just looks like a Oh yeah, I guess that's nice. It's a buff. Doesn't do much, but okay. So you got two buffs that are actually going to change the units, change their use case, and change their usage when their use case is ready. So this is a 10 out of 10. She will be used in places she was never used before. This is a 6 out of 10. He'll still be used only in the places he was used before, but he will be very, very good in those places. And this is like a 4 out of 10. Janua went from unusable to slightly more usable. Mostly just anti-reviver comp, right? Where was Janua? Janua. Yeah. Janua still has the issue of if he doesn't kill, he's not going to inflict extinction, and evasion is still going to be a nightmare for him. Unlike Little Queen Charlotte, who gives 0 fucks about evasion. Crazy. All right. That's it, guys. That's the bounce patch. I know people are bitching saying mid-patch. And here's the thing, right? It's because expectations weren't met. Expectations were the last patch sucked because we were in the middle of the Masters tournament and Smilegate didn't want to turn the meta on the end right in the middle of the semifinals. So that makes sense. It happened in RTA before, where it was the end of season, it was the finals of RTA, it was the finals of the World Cup. They didn't want to mess with things, so you got kind of a mid, pull my finger kind of a balance patch to not change things that much. And then the next balance patch, I think, was the Mort one, and it was a banger, right? So we all kind of expected a banger balance patch that would really shake things up and change things. And this doesn't do that. The only thing this is really going to change, you're going to see a lot more Little Queen Charlotte. Other than that, you're going to see these other units pretty much the same amount. They're all going to be used in the same places. They will be exceptionally better in the places that you see them. Oops. They'll be better in the places that you'll see them, but they're still going to be used in the same places. That's the only thing where you're going to see the unit used where it wasn't used before. And the artifacts doubly so. So that feels kind of bad. So we all expected it to be insane. This is a good balance patch. It does all the right things. Mostly it sets the stage for an exclusive equipment. An exclusive equipment that gives Faithless Lytic a 10 speed and grants her stealth at the start of the turn is going to make her busted as hell. An exclusive equipment that lets Janua get a 100% chance to hit, get some accuracy, busted as hell. There's things they could do to set these units up with an exclusive equipment, but for right now, it feels really mid because we expected it to be so good. And it's just okay. I would say, legitimately, it's like 5 out of 10. It's maybe, 5 out of 10 is an average balance patch. Every single unit is objectively better, with one unit basically being the same as he was in the past. So I'm not going to hate on it that much because I do think they're setting the stage for the future. So balance patch out of 10. That's it. I know you're going to hear a lot of negativity about it, but like anything, wait and see. Let the changes happen, let the chefs cook, and let's really see how this balance patch affects the game. And that's it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about the balance patch. Is there any unit out there you're super excited for? Or you're just going to take your gear and go somewhere else? You guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one, Epic 7. Take care. How would Little Queen Charlotte be built? Probably exactly the same, except no crit. So I'm going to take my my LQC, and I will get rid of all of this crit chance, and probably try to take her up to maybe... I don't see any reason why I couldn't go above 4K 300 and get her close to 20K health and a little bit of defense. I might even be able to squeeze some speed on her, but you don't really need it. But yeah, you just basically take all of this gear score and you pump it all into this, this, and this, and you blow shit up. So what would we do? I mean, already this is way fucking better. I mean, every single stat is in orange. So something like this, although I do think I can peel a little damage off of her and go for more bulk, but this little queen will erase anything. Yeah, don't forget, it's not just this, but we're going to add 21% to her attack as well. So that's what, God damn it, where's their play? That's 12, 11, 19, or 11, 19. So 250 attack being added at 4119. So she's going to be 4354 attack on that build on top of it all. Probably 4400 attack because I'll give her my plus 30 Tachi. Yeah, 4400 attack. 324 crit damage. Although I think I could afford to give some of that away for even more bulk. And she was 7 speed faster. Do I need Tachi? No. It's just nice to give her free attack buff. Yeah, I think this will be good, guys. This I mean, this was always the classic, right? Hellcutter increases their attack, but now you don't need the crit anymore, so this is kind of dead. This will be really nice into all the barrier Schneel's laying down. You do Sweet Miracle and get rid of the immunity set, I guess. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Probably the better piece to run on her, I guess. Here's a 110 piece. What you got here, Camelios? 109. Let's see, 16, 19, 12, 19. Yeah, it's a lot of gear score. Crit damage, attack, crit chance. It's a really nice bruiser piece, man. This is a really, really nice bruiser piece. Congratulations. Yeah. I normally, yeah, you'll hear me shit on attack and HP together on the same piece, but that's when it's on speed set. When it's on Destro or counter set, these two stats together are really good. Because you're looking at building tanky and high damage. So that's a nice piece, man. Congratulations. It's very, very nice. Do you know how much ML Pair's additional damage on S1 is? What's it say? She has additional damage on her S1, does she? Or does... I can't remember if that was just Tooth or not. I haven't played Pair in forever. Why am I looking at Thieves? Proportional to the caster's attack. Is that 15 or 20? 25. Cookie says it's 25, so yeah, 25. Is that not, well, Tooth will stack with it, but she also has it. There is a build, guys. You want to be an absolute fucking monster? There is a build. You build this on Uberous Tooth, and you just let her counter actually, if you can really, really pull it off, this is the build. I can't do it, can I? I can't even get fucking close to it. Imagine this build, but with 40 more speed. Imagine this build with 40 more speed. and you're just constantly, even at the low attack, you're constantly countering and proccing 25% of this attack plus the pop from Uber's Tooth. Almost nobody has the gear to do this, but some of the gods out there have the gear to pull this shit off. Can I do it without that? I can't even do it without Pursuit. But yeah, maybe one guy has it. Oh no, maybe like 20 guys have it. But they don't do it because they're putting that gear on other more important units. I hung out for the 4th of July with a guy that has a 320 speed Harsetti. Let that sink in. You remember the 342 speed, that 342 speed Rihanna and Luciella build that was pushed, that was being circulated around? Yeah, she's not 342 speed, guys. I am relatively... I told Sue this, like, while he's playing. I was like, Sue, you remember when Goku was fighting Frieza? And you know, Frieza was the most dangerous person in the universe, and then suddenly Frieza did something halfway through the fight when it looked like he was in trouble. You remember what he did? He was like, he evolved into a higher form. I was like, there you go. So yeah, that 342 speed, that was base Frieza. There's the evolved into the higher form Frieza out there that is better than 342 speed. So yeah, have fun with that, guys. Some people's gear, a little bit unhinged. Did you guys get anything from your 10 summons? I did not. Maybe we get something from this. Let's go! A home, because nobody wants Talia. Except for Kana. Kana love Talia. My 10,000th PP. I don't think these can crack. I've not seen anybody that's had a 4-star crack into a 5-star. Shit. Man, these are disappointing. Okay, we got a 5-star artifact. Am I friends with Deity? Yeah, I mean, we've not met IRL, but, you know, we chat and stuff in Discord. He's a pretty cool guy. Good people. Make some decent guides. Oh God, it's Mola Monday. Okay, show me something good, please, 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 please. I can't even think of what. Just something that I need. Why wasn't Dingus Orb on the frickin' balance patch, guys? Why wasn't Dingus Orb on the balance patch? And I know it's pronounced Dignus Orb, but no, it's Dingus Orb. Oh my God, at least don't be maximum. Surely it'll get a buff, and that's why we get to keep a second one, right? 6 weeks, 8, 10 weeks from now, you guys will be like, damn, Tristen, you so lucky you got 2 Dingus Orbs. I sold all mine for powder. I wish I had kept 2. Surely. There's a 5 after the 3. Tier list time. Really? I mean, didn't you guys get enough tier lists? Okay, guys. It's time for my Shard of Orbis. Today's the day. Today's the day we got our 23 speed sword. I know we've been saying today's the day for days, but hey, look, I got my 50 lease locked in. So we're max relaxed. Show me a 25 speed sword. Something that made me say 50 leafs ain't worth it, Smilegate. That's not going to do it. Something that's going to make me say, I don't need 50 leafs. Something that's going to excite me. Something that's going to make my chat get so pissed off. Oh, come on, chat. Come on, Smilegate. It's a whole chat out here. It's going to be like, no, Luxjack. That's not it either. Show it to me. You have 4 more chances. 2 more chances. Come on, Smilegate. Make it happen. 23 speed sword. Okay, we got 50 leafs. We got 50 leafs. This will never not be amusing to me. Exclamation point song, Mr. Prof Boy. Oh, deep sea log. Can you have that gift? Sure. Hang on. There you go. I think that's a derp original. Guy's a national treasure. Oh, is your friendship done? Your friendship done? Oh, so close. And I left you on defense with no shoes on. That's awkward. Who uses that ring? Everyone! Who uses that ring? It's a nice flex, buddy. Nice flex. Well played. Ref, do something. Yeah, you get a red card for showing that kind of shit in chat, guys. You gotta bench you for the rest of the season. Yeah, I miss my music, guys. Anime Expo was fun and everything, but holy crap was the music repetitive. Whoosh. No. Yes. Buy anything spicy? I didn't buy this, but this was gifted to me by a fan. You like that? got one of these. It's upside down. Probably do a giveaway for some CZN fans out there. Got this for Biako. Sue actually got 2 of them. I am not kidding. Sue got 2 of them. Not kidding. The art director and Mr. Kim, the director of CZN, used to be director of E7. Signature. Couple Tenebria fans. Whole bunch of cards that I get to open. You have to open. Some rando came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want a picture?" and gave me this. I have no idea who it is, but she just ran up and stuck it in my hand. Photograph with Ende. Another fan came up and gave me a Fallen Cecilia keychain. Isn't she cute? I only got one, so I can't wear them in my head like antennas, though. Oh, yeah. And then there's this. Yeah. We'll unbox this baby on another day. I don't have time for it right now, but yeah, Smilegate gifted this to me. Thing weighs like about 7 pounds. It's got some ass to it. No figurines. I got a mommy figurine from Modica Magica for my daughter. She was super excited about it. In fact, she sent me this picture. And just wrote "protected" in the comment section. Oh, and got a little Doro figurine that actually had batteries, and it walks around on its tiny little stubby legs. Tristen, I live not far from Biako. Ship it to me. You'll make sure it gets there, right? You'll make sure it gets there. I did not have a lot of space in my and in fact, one of the things that I bought was this backpack. The lady outside in broken English kept telling me it was $35, and I realized she was struggling, so I talked to her in Spanish, and she got all excited that she didn't have to speak English anymore, and she gave it to me for $25. Bilingual discount, baby. It's a really freaking nice backpack. It's way cheaper than the one they sold at the cons. I'm seeing if I got anything else in here. Yeah. A few things upstairs. A couple of t-shirts. Got my son a Vegeta t-shirt. I got a fan that I should ship to Cookie because it pretty much is like Cookie's attitude. I know it's mirror image, but you can read it, right? I know, but I'm too lazy to flip it back around, so deal with it. When I said a mommy figurine, you thought something very different. No cranked, but she was given specific instructions to attack Sue on sight. I'm not kidding. That was her instructions, to attack Sue on sight. And I got... In fact, let me see if I can find that footage for you, because it's pretty great. It's this day one. I think this might be it. Here she is. Check her out. So she saw Sue and she started rushing straight. I thought she was coming after me first, but then I realized she was attacking Sue. Every time he came near the booth, she like aggressed upon him. And then we found out the following day that they gave her specific instructions to attack Sue on site. Oh, and we got to I got to meet Luca. If you recognize what Luca's cosplaying at, props to you guys. This was crazy. We bumped into Mr. Pokey and Genazad, and this is Valky over here doing his Genshin cosplay. And let me see, who else do we run into? You guys know this chill dude? Remember this guy? Well, we went over to the entertainment hall, played tons of video games with him. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the best things that I brought back from it was the memories. I mean, we had a really, really good time. So yeah, if you guys ever get a chance to go to Anime Expo, I highly recommend it. What's he doing now? He works at Nexon. I think he's still with Maple Story. Yeah, we ran into Gimmick. He was there too. Yuck. Valky took us out for some really good food. Got to meet Machine Gun, Jello, Jeremy. Finally got to meet Washable Platypi in person. Platy's cool as fuck. Had such a good time hanging out on the 4th, sitting on Jello's roof, watching fireworks go off all around us for about 4 hours straight. Smelled like a war zone. Gunpowder everywhere. Yeah, Mr. Navi was there. We got to see Mr. Navi. And got to meet a lot of really chill fans. Well, a lot of people came up to shake my hand and say hi, and that was very cool. A lot of people heard the approaching ruin. Yeah, I wore that joke out. Any mod here? Is there a mod problem? What's going on? I'm not seeing anything on my end. Mods, mod check. I'm not seeing it in OBS. What's going on, guys? Here, Prof Boy. Whatever's going on. There, whatever's going on, fix it. Sometimes the combined chats that I look at, they don't show people that are spamming stuff. You're all doomed. Prop Boy's totally going to abuse his mod powers to impress the women. Oh. I feel that, Prof Boy. I feel that down to the bottom of my heart. Yo, Sparky, thanks for gifting Prof Boy the sub. Now he's not the embarrassing I'm a mod but I'm not subbed status. Thank you, buddy. Poof. Okay, I need to do one more. Or wait, I think that's all I needed, right? Wasn't that all I needed? One more piece of gear. One more piece of gear. Let's go up a rank, get that piece of gear. Let's just do easy shit. That's Nodo's hunt. Oops. Let's see. We need the Cat of Fluffiness. And we need LCB. And Maid. And of all these people, honestly, Maid is probably the least important. Okay, let's get him. Take care, man. Safe trip out there, Prof Boy. We're going to be wrapping up here in just a few minutes. I'm going to do a couple of RTA fights. Wow. Wow. What the absolute fuck? Did you see that? They said, screw your 70% evasion. Well, I should have put Balone at the bottom. Now we are quite likely fucked. Let's generate some souls. And fuck. Actually, this is fine. This is fine. The double tap. Does that trigger my AoE? Good. That stacks a little more injury. And that means you die. And that means you come back. Now you're dead. And now Notice loses. Easy. No, Fumir. Why everybody's so damn scared of Fumir? He's playing against her. Fumir sucks on defense. Boom. Don't hit. Bam! Bam! Who loses the Fumir? People that don't cleave. Blind gods. No, cleavers are low IQ people. I know, I'm one of them. Boom. Provoke. Boom. Counter. Dead. Alive. Dead. Oh, I thought that killed him. Well, this killed him for sure. Use Zeo, ML Teu, Xeno, Eligos. Oh, I've used that team before. It is kind of fun. Yeah, when he first came out, we all used that team when he first came out. But we didn't use Xeno. We just didn't take him into evasion. But now with Xeno, works a little bit better. Let's see, is there anybody here we can use that on that it'll matter? None of these work so good. Let me just quick battle this one. When friggin' Teu got his exclusive equipment and became really freaking good. But yeah, evasion kind of made it go away, so I'm surprised it's not back again. I don't want to take it into Biblis, though. So free when people run notice on defenses. Lady Estelle. None of this is really conducive to that. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, notice is free, right? So let me see. Let's put you in the back, put you up here, put you there. Actually, let's do this and quick battle. Oh, shit. I didn't quick battle. Sorry, guys. You're trapped in here with me now. Biblis is fucked with the Schneel buff. Yeah, she'll be a lot harder to use. The fuck just happened? Did I not dodge a single damn thing? All sleeping? Who put me to sleep? Oh shit, I saw that Fumir and thought it was green Fumir, not the blue one. I thought it was the green one, not the blue one. Oops. Well, that was me not paying attention. Yeah, that's why Maid's there, for sure. Ugh. Maid didn't get defense broken. That's because Maid's got actual real stats on her. Bye, fat cat. Bam. Nice crit. Good job. Nice crit. That was totally acceptable. Can we survive this? Yeah. It's just, will we counter enough to be able to knock him down before he goes back in and then finish him off? I need to counter here. Okay. Pal lethal. Okay, now it's a pain in the ass, guys. Yeah, I don't think we get out of this. GG. That was really unfortunate. I mean, mostly because I saw the wrong Fumir there. But hey, since it's not pissadeering Fumir, how about we try Mr. Funtime's team? Can we do that here? We can push you back, activate you, throw the suitcase, and we don't need a, there's no evasion, so instead of running, we'll do his team, but instead of Xeno, we can just run Mrs. Bellion. And you wanted the goat. And Captain Funtime here. And Belly in, belly out. Get your ass to the back of the line. Hold this. Oh, for fuck's sake. The one person he throws the suitcase at where it does absolutely fucking nothing. Better provoke here or we are giga fucked. GG. Oops. It sucks. Everybody's asleep. Man, Fumir's an annoying unit. When will Ob Pet be given for free? Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath. Hit Bellion. You want to hit Bellion. She can take the S1. Hit. Yes. Yes. Now S3 Bellion. Yes. GG. Wait, notice his sack. He'll still lose, though. Nice defense break. Nice Falcon defense break. We'll get it here. Boop. Shit. Are we about to go back in domain? I think we're about to go back in domain. Oh, oh no, we had one more round. We had one more round. It was fine. It was fine. I don't know why you guys were doubting Mr. Eligos. Man, F that Fumir unit, right? I'm glad to see we got Leafs this week. I know people are panicking with the graphical glitch, making it look like we were missing Leafs, but clearly that's just bad graphics. When's a Romry run? Probably early August. Early to mid-August would be my guess. Oh, do we finally get our guild rewards? Has the actual season started? Nope, I guess not. Hell, Tristen, we keep stacking on those bookmarks. I'm good on bookmarks. We are good for good for Elvira. I'm not a fan of the run event. The drawing boxes event's fun. I think a new one of those hasn't opened, has it? I mean, this was fun. It got a little boring once we figured out how to cheat, though. I'm a little annoyed that it's the arrow keys that move you, not the, motherfucker. It's the arrow keys that move you and not, WASD, and there's no way to change it. Man, cool your tits over there. Oh, where's the little hand? Anybody find that if you go too fast, it's just difficult to even control? Fuck, reverse. Nobody likes reverse. Hey, there's the hand, finally. Ugh. How do we get him out of there? Okay, so we do this. Go all the way over here. And then we... Oh, you dick! It's fine. Fine. Where am I? Oh, are you shitting? No, I was going to close it when I was beside him, and then I'd box around him. You don't pick the hand and then go to him. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Come on up. Gotcha. God, you're so fucking huge right now, though. It's too big. Took forever for the stupid hand thing to show up. Start near the bottom, off the side. Life's a little easier now. There we go. Boop. It's really easy if you're on a PC. He's got to draw the box. Woo, Flan looking good. Okay, 1 or 2 matches just to tilt myself, and then I am going to go and have some dinner. Yeah. Well, it's not so much that it's hard on mobile. It's the smaller the screen is and the bigger your hands are, the harder it gets. PC's easier because you don't have your hands on the screen blocking shit. I hear people that do it on a tablet, it's actually quite easy on a tablet. It's just, if you're on a small-ass phone with big-ass hands, that's kind of brutal. They did make it a lot easier to get 90%, though, so even on a phone, it's not so terrible. It's not a bug, it just rounds up. So you got 99.2, and it rounded up to 100. Yeah. You're on a Nokia. using a 4, 6, 8, and 2 to move around. Who should I have speed prior order on? Renok, New Fumir, New Moon Luna. Renok should be your fastest in that batch, and then probably Fumir should be your second fastest. Luna doesn't need to be giga fast. You're not racing with Luna. You're just taking her into situations where aggro's not a problem. You know, where you're not really worried about speed. It takes some balls to build a speed contest Luna nowadays. Man, how do you beat Cleavers? Watch, he's about to. With really good tank down. Really good tank down. You just got to be good at drafting. Sue's got some really good videos on how to deal with being cleaved, because that's what he deals with every single day. Really? I guess to go with this, I guess. So far here, nothing is super scary. Can't quite kill the... I gotta go Bri. I can't quite kill this with because I'm gonna have to ban a speed information. I need to leave this in place, which means I need the damage. Now, it's gotten harder to cleave lately. Not that it's hard to cleave, it's just definitely gotten harder to cleave. I haven't found any reason to use Fumir. Fumir is great into Nodos. Fumir is fucking amazing into Nodos. I think that just goes away and we win. Okay. Okay, we just go first. Oh, be like that. Speed RNG is a mother effer. Oh well. Nice thing about cleaving, right? You go first, you win. They go first, you lose. Either way, you get to push buttons and go next. It would have been better there. Could I have? I could have. No, because if I had double speeded, he still would have free rinned, and then I would have lost. I could have Vildreded. He still would have free rin, I would have lost. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of options there. 310 on champ is a little low. No, it's not. The average RNL is 307 speed in Emperor or in Warlord. In Emperor, the average Renok speed is, I think, 312, and in Legend the average Renok speed is like 320. And remember, with speed RNG out there, guys. With speed RNG out there, a 300 speed Renok. Can be 333 speed. I did the math wrong. 300 divided by 0.95 can be 300 divided by 0.95 can be 316 speed. What was I doing? Oh yeah. This is fine. We just go with Alots. And we go with... who do we go with? Who do we go with? Who do we go with? We go with Bry. Bry. And then we go with Shuri. And he will think that we only have one DPS unit. Oh, well, actually, now do we care? I don't think we care anymore. This is a problem. I'm not 4,000. Yeah, this is a problem. We just have to run it. Okay, we're good. Beer's like, what the fuck's going on? Okay, unfortunately, we ran out of fuel a little bit. Why not push the witch? Because the witch would have S3'd, and if she didn't kill everything, then we didn't get a chance to take a turn. Unfortunately, I think we just lose this one, guys, because I'm pretty sure he procced my Bry. Yeah, we need to ban the fucking free Ren. How could I have gotten another damage dealer on there and banned the free Ren? Burning lots was a mistake. We might have been able to stun lock him. Stun! Fuck. Stun! Ow. Ow. Don't crit. Don't you crit me. Now we can't stun lock him. Maybe he'll be a dumbass and at some point in time he'll use his S3. He used his S3, guys. Holy shit, he uses S3. Oh, he crit me. Okay, we got a shot now. Stun. This has got to stun. Stun. Oh, so close. It was so close. If we had stunned him there, we win. Oh shit, he's using his S3 again. If this doesn't crit, we got a shot. I crit. That's a bunch of souls. Ah, you lapped. It's nice that he gave me a chance, right? He gave me, because if he kept spamming the S1, he would have maintained immunity and I could never have stunned him and he would have always been ahead in souls. Never, ever, ever use your S3 against an opponent whose only weapon is to stun lock you and bleed your souls away. I have soloed at least a dozen free runs this season with my Ram, but his free run was just a little too fast. How many turns was that? Too many. So I hope I'm giving you guys a good window into how to beat cleavers. Oh, okay. This is the game we're playing? Fine. We're getting in the car for this one, guys. We're getting in the car. No matter what happens, this one will not be a long fight. I love cavalry cleaving. Sexy. He's deciding whether he's going to pivot to an evasion fight or if he's going to race me here. Yep, expected. Now, how do we go? Okay, we got Builder to help us go fast. So he's got to ban the Builder or he's got to speed imprint up. So we have got to take the speed away from him immediately. If we do that, we're back to this free run problem. Or what if we Bry and then we belly? Oh, I should have belly in first. Now he's going to belly in. He's going to belly in and we're going to have to raw race. Yeah, you're right, Ahmed. It was belly in and then I could have taken any DPS last. Okay, so you're chickening out. That's fine. Weird pick into Bry, but okay. Oh, so we've just chosen death. Renox are traditionally faster than RNLs, guys. Renox are traditionally faster than RNLs. Which is it? Fuck, it doesn't matter. We're beating both of them. This guy's ass is grass and my Braceri is the mower. I did not think he would let me keep Vildred. I'm really shocked by that. how fast that free run is, guys. Holy shit. It's like a 260 free run. Pop. Man, you spent so much time crafting that defense. That felt good. It felt real good. I'm gonna go screenshot that and take it upstairs for a little alone time in the bathroom. Meanwhile, let's find somebody fun to send you guys off to, and I'm gonna go have some food. Who is streaming Ebic7 right now? Bach, old Derp's streaming. Yeah. Vic, Reiner, Higa. Man, all the cool people are streaming today. Guys, I got a lot of stuff because of Derp's work in Veritas, winning that Guild War, that tournament. I won so many things on the profit coins because of this man. Everybody go say hi to Derp the Jag, and I will catch you guys a little bit later. Hope you have a great rest of your day and start of your Mola Monday. If you have any questions, jump into my Discord. I'll show you my Bryce area real quick before we kick out of here. My Bryce area is a work of art, only slightly more impressive is my Shuri that I wrecked that guy's shit with. Okay, guys. Only 4 days left of RTA season. Get your shit done. You got one fight today and then one fight on Wednesday, and you are done. Your rank is locked in. You don't have to think about RTA anymore. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Remember to be good, or at least be good at it. Take care, Epic7.